let's get into the politics of it all, okay? Shout out to the people in the chat, okay? We just need a few more likes to go ahead and hit that 500, okay? Y'all doing good on the likes today. I do appreciate it. So, Kamala Harris, VP Kamala Harris, has chose her running mate, and that is Tim Walz. I do believe that he is from Minnesota, but y'all, I don't know anything about this man. I don't. So I'm looking forward to learning more about him and what he stands for and all of that. I do have a little article that we'll check out that kind of gives you a few things that you can know about him. So I'm looking forward to, I did pull up, not for us today, but for me to check out later. I'm gonna watch some of the interviews that he's been doing more recently to see, like, what all he's talking about and stuff. But yeah, so I thought she probably was gonna pick Shapiro, because isn't he with Pennsylvania, and a lot of people felt like that was a swing state, and she probably could have won, with him. But I believe because of his ties to Israel and something else involving SA that really didn't have anything to do with him, but more so someone else. And I guess he just didn't handle the matter properly or something like that. I guess she felt like it would be better. And she probably scraped. Baby, I can imagine the background checks that they have to get to stand alongside somebody and being a running mate. I can imagine. Because I'm sure they was all up in the tea and the business and probably interviewing the cousins too. Okay, cousins, family, everybody. But let's get into it. So she says, I'm proud to announce that I've asked Tim Walz to be my running mate. One of the things that stood out to me about Tim is how his convictions on fighting for middle-class families run deep. It's personal. Now, I do know that he was a teacher, okay? And he gave the people free lunch and stuff, child. He did a few little things out there. Now, let me say this, okay? Now, I was on a political page on Instagram, and the people was down in the comments, and they was like, so she picked the man that don't care nothing about BLM. Okay. Hey, guys, I want y'all to know that he cares nothing about Black Lives Matter. Then I saw people saying, oh, this the man that let the people burn the damn town to the ground, XYZ, ABC. And listen, I'm confusion. All right. Now, do he not care about BLM, or did he care about BLM? Because if he sat up there and let y'all tear the damn city down to the ground and didn't say nothing, did he feel like it was justified? When y'all, because who did they, what's his name? Was it Mike Brown? Was that one in Minnesota? Like, I feel like it was. Don't quote me, but y'all correct me. Don't quote me, but correct me, okay, in the comments. But for them to riot and go crazy, was he like, hell, let that bitch burn? We don't need no water. Let that mother burn. Like, I mean, was it that, or what happened? Like, I just saw those comments on a political site, and I'm like, some of them could have been, Republicans, like, oh, he don't care about, Black Lives Matter, the same way that y'all trying to make it seem like it's a thing that Kamala says she's black this day and not black the next. Girl, we don't care. And he's orange. So what else is going on, sister girl? Anywho. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to learning more. George Floyd. Okay, thank you. So so maybe that, like, was he in support of that? What happened with that? I don't know. But they go on to say that he grew up in a small town in Nebraska. I don't really want to get too much into that background. He served as both the football coach and the advisor of the Gay Straight Alliance, okay? She says, I share this background both because it's impressive in its own right and because you see in no uncertain terms how it informs his record, okay? He worked with Republicans to pass infrastructure investments. He cut taxes for working families. He passed a law to provide paid family and medical leave to Minnesota families, okay? He made Minnesota the first state in the country to pass a law providing constitutional abortion protections after the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade, okay? He passed the bill requiring universal background checks for gun purchases. Oh! Well, it's him. Oh my God, you don't have to be so ambitious. We appreciate it, okay? And that's on P. All right. That's what y'all do need. Y'all need no motherfucking background checks. Hello. That is what the people need. All right. So yeah. What else? We are going to build a great partnership. We are going to build a great team. We are going to win this election. And that is on the P. Now, 5 things that they let us know. The man was born in West Point, Nebraska. All right. What else they saying about him that we could care? He enlisted in the Army when he was 17. All right. In his state capitol office, Walz displays hundreds of challenge coins that he's traded and collected for years around the world. What else are they saying? Walz's father, a school administrator, died of lung cancer when he was 19. Walz said this moment fueled his views on healthcare access. Okay. The last week of my dad's life cost my mom a decade of going back to work to pay off hospital fucking debt. Now, Walz, he graduated with a social science degree. What else are they? He got a master of science in educational leadership. He spent a year over in China teaching. Okay. He know how to speak Mandarin. Okay. What else he got over here, child? He used to be a teacher. He was a faculty advisor. He got 2 children. Both children were conceived via IVF. Okay. All right. His first job in politics was him being a former Massachusetts senator. Okay. On John Kerry's presidential campaign. All right. He was first elected to Congress in 2006. He was the highest ranking enlisted soldier ever to serve in the U.S. House. Okay. So he got a few things going on. We're going to have to look into him some more. But listen, the people saying, and I don't disagree, she could have chose a squirrel as her VP. And we still weren't going to vote for him. The orange one. Okay, but let's get into more. Speaking of the orange one, I think that I have more. Because this black one got her stupid ass up here talking some stupid in that stupid. Let me not. Because everybody have difference of opinions, honestly. And this is just hers. This is her personal. It's not my personal.
Feelings about things that have been said, but I want you guys to pay attention to what has been done. They don't want to talk policy. They just want to use propaganda to steal your vote. The left is trying to tout this woman as a savior for the black community, but all she's done is hurt the black community since she came into the game.
You mean how Mr. Trump was sent over there trying to say that he was the savior for HBCUs because he cleared a plan that was already in play by giving them all that money? I'm just asking.
See, the first step in destroying the black community is to dismantle the black family. So aside from her record as a prosecutor, why don't we ask Mrs. Willie Brown if Kamala Harris cares about black families?
And that is my thing. I need additional evidence to know that is hardcore proof, because right now all y'all showed us was her sitting down for dinner with somebody that happened to be married, but it doesn't mean that she was actually dating him. And that could be true. She could have wrote that in the book, but I need to just send me the page and just screenshot it and send it to me so I can see it. Okay?
I wonder if Mrs. Willie Brown, a black woman, is also with her.
She probably is, actually.
A few days ago, President Trump said,
because she is at this point, I would want to believe Mrs. Willie Brown. The fact that his name is Willie Brown is giving that he is older. And chances are, if she's still around, she's older too. And she also, I don't know if she's receiving benefits, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sure she poured into Social Security, retirement, and all of that. And, you know, that is some stuff that at some point the Republicans would like to cut the fuck out. So who knows? She may be on her side. Now, girl, you going to be gagged the hell out. Miss Willie Brown come out and she endorses the hell out of Kamala.
He didn't know Vice President Harris was a black woman. I'm trying to figure out what all the outrage is about, because she's only black when it's time to get elected.
I can't.
Did I lie?
This is what I hate. Yeah, bitch, you did lie. This is what I hate. When they say this and they regurgitate just whatever, when this lady has videos from the early 2000s of her sitting down, calling herself black and advocating for the black community even back then. Like, what is going on? And you let this man use you as a pawn. But go ahead.
Why? people who are mad at Trump for being confused about her race, ethnicity, nationality, whatever, are seemingly forgetting that while
No, BIT, we not mad at him for that. Nah, I ain't gonna let you talk. We ain't mad at him for that. This fool sitting over there talking about giving police officers immunity after knowing what the officer just did to Sonya Massey, and he didn't even know nothing about it. Talking about he ain't familiar with it, then gonna say, I did see something. I saw something. It disturbed me just a little bit. Do you think he need to be charged? Well, it depends. I don't know. I have to see. I don't know. Because there are situations where, it could have been a mistake. And this the man you advocate. And if you was popped it on the ground by one of them officers outside of that arena, he would have stepped over your body and kept it moving. Clown it.
while you're touting her as a savior for black people, she identifies as an Asian woman. She chose her side and it wasn't ours. When asked if she would ever do anything specifically for black people, she said no. Whereas Trump gave us the platinum plan, which specifically...
Yeah, you had to laugh at that because you even knew that sounds stupid. Well, Trump gave us the platinum plan. You talking about the little stimulus check?
Uplifted the black community by increasing capital by almost $500 billion, creating 500...
Couldn't have, because we're in debt now, ma'am. What are you talking about?
1,000 new black businesses, and would give black churches the ability to fight for federal resources for their communities. Getting your feelings about things that have been said, but I want you guys to pay attention.
So that was Miss Clownette, okay, shucking and jiving for the orange one.
Young woman. I walked into, I don't know what the hell restaurant it was, but I walked into this restaurant. I walked in, she's behind the counter, and she didn't know I was coming. And she goes, it's President Trump. She looks at me, it's President Trump. You saved my college. And I said, how the hell do you know that? She said, you are, this one is so smart, so sharp. She grabbed me. She gave me a kiss. I said, I think I'm never going back home to the First Lady.
First Lady ain't never coming back home to you. We ain't seen that bitch all year. Hello, we haven't seen that since you got out of office. Are you okay? Are you okay? Have not seen that bitch at all. I may never go back to the First Lady. We ain't even seen this bitch. Okay? If she ain't over there stealing Michelle Obama speeches, we ain't hearing shit from her, sir. Okay. Clownery at its best.
You were supposed to keep that quiet.
See now, for the average politician that's...
Don't get too comfortable, ma'am. You're still black. And you are not like him. Okay? Don't get comfortable, girl. You're getting a little too comfortable. He gonna be wiping your touch off as he exit the building. Hear me.
That. For me, I don't care. This young woman...
Child, a damn mess, okay? I just wanted to run by y'all the little piece of update that we have when it comes to Miss Kamala, her decision, and Trump and his antics. And actually, before we go, I actually want to get into his response real quick, because he did respond, or at least the Republicans, not Republicans, but his campaign or whoever, they did respond. So to this decision, let me get that and see if we can
to what has
get that
been
on the screen for y'all. All right. So he says it's no surprise, talking about Kamala and the decision that they chose to make. It's no surprise that San Francisco liberal Kamala Harris wants West Coast wannabe Tim Walz. Baby, if he ain't gonna put something in front of somebody's name, he gonna always, girl, what he called Sleepy Joe. He really want to say black bitch. Okay, as much as he's trying to say that, I don't think she black. She black this week. But you really want to call her out her name though. Okay. Anywho, but it's giving liberal Kamala. But you just sat up here and call him wannabe Tim Walz. Girl, I can't. As her running mate, Walz has spent his governorship trying to reshape Minnesota in the image of the Golden State. While Walz pretends to support Americans in the heartland, when the cameras are off, he believes that rural America is mostly cows and rocks. I see what you did there, BITCH. From proposing his own carbon-free agenda to suggesting stricter emission standards for gas-powered cars and embracing policies to allow convicted felons to vote. That would include you. Shit, you running for president. Like, why they can't vote? What you talking about? Okay, but when he brings up the whole thing about saying, you know, he believes that the rural area of America is mostly cows and rocks, I feel like this was him signaling, and I may be looking too deep into it. It's okay. It's my personal. Because I feel like the ones that be in the woodworks, out in the woods, literally be showing up, and I feel like they be heavy on the damn Republican for sure. Them be the ones that be coming out the woodworks. I feel like he was signaling to them, like, he doesn't appreciate you, he doesn't respect you, he thinks that the rural area is only cows and rocks out there. You're gonna let him talk to you like that? Okay. Anywho, so he says Walz is obsessed with spreading California's dangerously liberal agenda far and wide. Let me tell you, you shouldn't have said that, because the people out there in Cali can smoke it down to the ground. You know that, right? Now, it may be high as hell. I feel like that's really the only major problem out there in Cali. It's high as hell. The traffic is trash. And they do have some mudslides. They be over there damaging the people's houses. And then the fires be getting to the trees. And it just be tearing everybody shit up. So I can imagine how much their insurance for their homes are. Renters insurance, homeowners insurance is like high as hell, as well as car insurance, car note, rent, mortgage, and everything else. But aside from that, at least they can relieve their stress with a little hit of smoke, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so you got to understand, I may not do the smoky smoke, but there may be a lot of people that do. And they may feel like, hell, if he's trying to turn Minnesota into Cali, then let's go. I'm going to vote for him. I like Cali. I want to ride around and smoke freely and not get in no trouble wobble. Okay, so there's that, all right? Now, he goes on to say, if Walz won't tell voters the truth, we will, just like Kamala Harris. Tim Walz is a dangerously liberal extremist, and the Harris-Walz California dream is every American's nightmare. All right, so that's what they saying. They saying it's a nightmare, child. So, girl, did y'all catch how he came at the let me see if they got it over here on Politico. He came at the governor of Georgia. How he came at Brian Kemp, and Brian Kemp was too scared to respond back, like on some shut up talking to me type thing. Girl, he played it real smooth and real safe, honey. So Trump had said some stuff about him, pretty much calling him weak, and he was mocking him and stuff. And he said he had called him and was like, yo, when the last election happened, he said, Brian, I need you to get down there. I need you to find some votes. I need you to go and investigate and see what's going on. Brian, can you help me? Brian, I need you real quick. Can you please look into it? And so Trump fell away, and because Brian was like, well, sir, I mean, I can't do that for you. I can't. I said, I can't do that. It's beyond. It's above me now. Okay, that's what it's, ma'am. It's above me now. But it's above me now. Okay, and so he started dragging Brian on his own soil in Atlanta. How you coming for the governor? I don't even want to get into this. I wish I had the audio. I'll see if I can find the audio. But Brian responded and said, my focus is on winning this November and saving our country from Kamala Harris and the Democrats, not engaging in petty personal insults, attacking fellow Republicans, or dwelling on the past. You should do the same, Mr. President, and leave my family out of it. So that's what Mr. Brian Kemp said, honey. I wish I could find that video where he was sitting over there talking SHI about I think this it, y'all. I think this it. Talking mess about that man.
Kemp and Raffensperger are doing everything possible to make 2024 difficult for Republicans to win. What are they doing? I don't know. They got something in mind, you know. They got a little something in mind. Kemp is very bad for the Republican Party. He wouldn't do anything. You know, we have Burt Jones over here. We have Burt Jones. All he wanted in the Senate was to have a special resolution passed, and it was all done. Every senator wanted it. Every Republican wanted it. And we have Senator Beach here someplace, too. Where is Senator Beach? Oh, I can't forget him. We can't forget him. A warrior, you know, that and many others in this group. But all they wanted was to have just a special, we want to go over the election. We want to look because there's too many things. And the governor wouldn't sign it. And I knew he would because I got him elected. I sent a young guy over to his office, would you please have him sign this? And the kid came back, he said, sir, he won't sign. Of course he will. I got him elected, give me a break.
You want to get that man elected.
No, he wouldn't.
This would be the lies that he tells. Governor Kemp has been in this position for years. Okay? For years. You did not stop that. Okay? Cut that out. You did not help get this man elected. I can't, girl, it be the lies that he be telling. He be too full of himself for me. Too full of himself.
We'll go back over, tell them it's for me. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. They want to look into possible election fraud. Wouldn't you say, Senator, that's a good thing, right? They want to look into election fraud. It comes back, your governor, Kemp, and Raffensperger are doing...
So that's a piece of what he was saying, okay? I do believe that he said more, but that's just a little clip of what all he was saying. So there's that. Trump just be over there lying. And Kemp, it's the fact that you went and you kind of like, I'm still focused on keeping Kamala and the Democrats out of the White House. I feel away. Why are you not at least being one of the Republicans that's just not going to vote for him at all? I don't know why you're trying to keep... I mean, maybe he's trying to play it smart because he doesn't know if he's going to get in office. Right? But even if he does get in office, God forbid, he ain't finna do you no favors off of the fact that you didn't look out for him when everything came down. When it came down to the wire and you needing to find him some more votes and stuff. He did it. And of course he gonna talk SHI about Kemp because Kemp never stopped that them charges from going through on his R's. That I forgot her name, but Miss Ma'am that had the case with the guy that she probably was messing with, but they were still moving forward with the case against him. Okay, so of course he gonna be on his ass. But anyway, child. But listen, that's all that I got. Just wanted to come to you guys, give you a little piece, okay, of a few things. That was a whole lot of piece as it has been 2 hours, all right? But I'm going to go ahead and hop off of this. I hope that you guys continue to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. You're welcome to find me over on the Instagram and the Twitter at JamiThatsMe. And yeah, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
My city and cul-de-sac, coming out swinging like soldier rag, leading my people like quarterback. But I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler, the flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.